Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Multisensory Storytime brought to you by the Washington Talking Book and Braille Library. My name is Erin Groth. I'm the Youth Services Librarian here, and today's story time is going to be all about animals. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to sing our hello song. I'll be playing my ukulele while we do it, and let's go. Good job, everyone. Hello to my friends, and it is time to read a book and do finger play and scarves and shakers and puppets and all sorts of fun things. So let's get started with our finger play. We're going to do some wiggling fingers, and we're going to do our turtle song. Let's make that turtle with our fists and one thumb on top, and you give him a shell with your other hand flat over the top. Here we go. I had a little turtle who lived in a box. He swam in the water and he climbed on the rocks. He snapped at the mosquito. He snapped at the flea. He snapped at the minnow. And he snapped at me. He caught the mosquito. He caught the flea. He caught the minnow. But he didn't catch me. You know, we had so many animals in that. We had a turtle, a flea, a minnow, and a mosquito. So we had a minnow is a fish, and then we had a flea and a mosquito, that's 2 bugs, and a turtle, which is a reptile. We had all kinds. Let's do another finger play song. We're going to have even more animals. These are all going to be sea creatures. It's that slippery fish song. Here we go. Slippery fish, swimming in the water. Slippery fish, yum, yum, yum. Oh no, he's been eaten by an octopus, squiggling in the water. Octopus, yum, yum, yum. Oh no, he's been eaten by a great white shark, lurking in the water. Great white shark, yum, yum, yum. Oh no, he's been eaten by a humongous whale, spouting in the water. Humongous whale, yum, yum, yum. Good job. What animals did we have in that song? Let's go backwards. Let's see. We had a humongous whale. We had a great white shark. Can also do that just like this with a fin on your head. We had an octopus. And we had a fish. Lots of sea creatures in that song. Well, let's do one more song. It's our Froggy Song. And then we'll be ready for our flannel board story. Let's go ahead. Ready? I found a little froggy. His name is Tiny Tim. I put him in the bathtub to see if he could swim. He drank up all the water. Glug, glug, glug. He ate up all the soap. Now he's homesick in bed with bubbles in his throat. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Pop. Good job. And of course, our animal in that song was the frog. Ribbit, ribbit. Well, my friends, let's put those wiggling fingers away because speaking of frogs, we have our flannel board story and it's called Five Green and Speckled Frogs. Let's see. How many frogs do we have here? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green and speckled frogs on their log. 5 green and speckled frogs sitting on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there's only 4 speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. 4 green and speckled frogs sitting on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there's only 3 speckled frogs. 3 green and speckled frogs sitting on that speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there's only 2 speckled frogs. 2 green and speckled frogs sitting on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there's only 1 speckled frog. Ribbit. 1 green and speckled frog sitting on that speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. He jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are no more speckled frogs. Yeah. Well, they are there, down in the water, swimming around. Let's say goodbye to our frogs and our log because it's time for us to get our scarves out. Do you have a scarf at home that you can find? Mine's stuck. There it is. There's my scarf. I'm going to wave it in the wind. I'm going to toss it in the air and let it fall to the ground. I'm going to pick it back up. And we're going to play with our scarf. We're going to pretend that we are going to the zoo. What do you see at the zoo? All sorts of animals. Let's see. We're going to go to the zoo and we're going to pretend that we are those animals that we see. Here we go. I'm going to the zoo and I want to be like you, Mr. Elephant. Look, I have a trunk like you. Can you make your scarf be long and twist it up and straight out and put it on your nose like it's an elephant's trunk? That's my elephant trumpet sound. Let's do another one. Let's see. I'm going to the zoo and I want to be like you, Mr. Lion. Look, I have a mane like you. The lion's mane is this hair all over his head. Can you put your scarf on your head and do a luxurious lion's mane? Roar, roar. Yeah. Let's see what else. I'm going to the zoo and I want to be like you, Mr. Butterfly. Look, I have wings like you. Can you put your scarf in your fist with it floppy sides out on each side and then go up and down so that your hand and the scarf become a butterfly wings? Yeah. Let's do one more. I'm going to the zoo and I want to be like you, Mr. Snake. Look. No legs like you. This is just like that elephant trunk we did, except instead of putting it on our nose, we're just going to let him hang out like if we were holding a snake. Yeah. All right, my friends, let's put those scarves away. Let's pretend they are a flock of birds and they're flying away. Goodbye, scarves. Because it's time for our story time. And today's story is called Calling All Animals by Matthew Porter. Let's go ahead and see what we have in here. Calling all animals. A bear. I see a brown bear with 4 legs, and he's got claws on each of those feet. And the bear says, roar. And he's got 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth, just like us. There's Mr. Bear. And a group of bears is called a sleuth of bears. That's a weird word, sleuth of bears. We also have a duck, quack, quack. They've got wings because they're birds. They have a duck bill, and they've got 2 feet. And this one has a green head with 2 big eyes on it. But we can only see one because he's turned to the side. Quack, quack, quack. And a group of ducks is called a paddling of ducks because ducks paddle in the water. That makes sense. Up next, we have a squirrel. This squirrel looks kind of blue or maybe gray. And he's also got 4 legs and a big bushy tail. And he likes to scurry up and down trees, and his tail helps him do that. Let's see what these squirrels are called. When they're together, like in this picture, a bunch of squirrels is called a scurry of squirrels. Up next, we have a sheep. Bah, goes that sheep. I'm sure you know that. This one has some black fur on its head and legs, and some white, fluffy wool on its body. Let's see, what is a group of sheep called? A flock. Here's a big group of sheep, and it's called a flock. Up next, we have a goldfinch. Now, that's a type of bird. It has wings, just like that duck, and a little tiny beak instead of a big bill. And it's got gold and black feathers. It says tweet, tweet. And a group of them is called a charm of goldfinches. How charming. Next, we have a pig. Oink, oink, oink. You know about pigs and their curly tails. They've got 4 legs and hooves for feet and a funny looking nose that helps them make that sound. Oink, oink, oink. Let's see what a group of pigs is called. A litter. A litter of pigs. Up next, we have a badger. This badger's got 4 legs. He's black and gray and brown. He has small ears on his head and pretty short legs. Let's see. What is a group of badgers? A colony of badgers. That's a new word. Up next, we have our lion. Remember, we pretended to be a lion with our scarves. Well, here's another lion here. Rah! He has that mane, just like we had with our scarf, and 4 legs and a tail. And a group of lions is called a pride of lions, and there they all are. On the other side, we have a flamingo. That's another type of bird. It's got wings and a beak and long, skinny legs, and they have pink feathers. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. That's a big word, flamboyance. So if you ever see a bunch of flamingos walking down your neighborhood street, say, there's a flamboyance on the loose. On our other page, we have an elephant. We were an elephant with our scarf too, remember? We gave ourselves a big long trunk. And these elephants have big ears and big legs and big bodies because elephants are very big. And they are all gray. And a group of elephants is called a herd. And then on our next page, we have a bee. Bzzz. They have wings, but they are not a bird. They're a bug, an insect. They have 6 legs and a yellow and black striped body with a stinger on the end. And a group of bees is called a swarm. You maybe heard that one before. I think we may be last but not least is a caterpillar. It has many, many legs and a segmented body. That means all of the parts of this body are in little segments, little groups. Yeah. And they like to walk around and then they get all cozy in a cocoon to become a butterfly. But a group of caterpillars is called an army. And then on our last page, it says, what other animals can you call? Do you know any other group names for animals? That's one to think about. Well, we have a group name for people. It's called a group or family or party. All right, my friends, let's put that story away because it's time for our egg shakers. Let's see, where are your egg shakers? Can you get those out for me? There they are. We're going to do some rhythm with our egg shakers, and we're going to sing a song called Over in the Meadow. Ready? I just need you to tap those eggs together just like this. Ready? Here we go. Listen for all the animals in our song. Over in the meadow, in a pond in the sun, lived an old mother duck and her little duckling one. Quack, said the mother, quack, quack, said the one, and they quacked all day in the pond in the sun. Over in the meadow, in a stream so blue, lived an old mother fish and her little fishies too. Bloop, said the mother, bloop, bloop, said the two, and they swam all day in the stream so blue. Over in the meadow, in a hole in a tree, sat a little mother owl and her little owlets 3. Who, said the owl, who, said the 3, and they hooed all night in the hole in the tree. Over in the meadow, on a rock by the shore, lived an old mother frog and her little froggies 4. Ribbit, said the mother, ribbit, ribbit, said the 4, and they croaked all day in the rock by the shore. Over in the meadow, in a big beehive, lived an old mother bee and her little bees 5. Boo, said the bee, said boo, said the 5, and they buzzed all day in the big beehive. Over in the meadow, in the noonday sun, was one human mother and her little baby one. Listen, said the mother, to the ducks and the bees and the frogs and the fish and the owls in the trees. Good job! Were you able to keep that rhythm with those eggs while we were listening to all those types of animals? Yeah, we had, let's see, a duck, quack, quack. We had a fish, bloop, bloop, and an owl, hoo. We also had a frog, ribbit, ribbit, and then a bee, bzz, and finally, a human, like you and me. Yeah, let's put our eggs away because we are done singing that song. That is such a good song, though. I could sing that song all day. But we can't right now. It's time for puppets. Let's see. Today's puppets are going to be some ducks. There's a theme here. We've got a lot of ducks and frogs, huh? Well, these ducks are kind of silly. My ducks are dressed up like they're in a band. I've got one who's carrying a guitar, which is kind of like my ukulele. I've got another one who's wearing a wig, and he's got some drumsticks. He's going to play the drums. I've got another duck over here who's also got a microphone and a spiky hair wig on. So silly. We're going to do 3 little ducks. Ready? 3 little ducks went out one day over the hill and far away. Mother duck said, quack, 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 quack. But only 2 little ducks came waddling back. 2 little ducks went out one day over the hills and far away. Mother duck said, quack, 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 quack. But only 1 little duck came waddling back. 1 little duck went out one day over the hills and far away. Mother duck said, quack, 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 quack. And no little ducks came waddling back. Oh, no. 1 mother duck went out one day over the hills and far away. That mother said, quack, 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 quack. And all 3 little ducks came waddling back. The end. Thank you guys for listening. You know, you could use your Play-Doh to make some ducks of your own. Or maybe you have some squishy rubber ducks at your home you could do that song with. You could also change the number. Maybe you have 5 little ducks or 4. Maybe you have 10 or 20. It's up to you. All right, my friends, our puppet show is over and it's time for our goodbye songs. We're going to do our eating and our poem. Ready? Let's do our eating. I like to eat, eat, eat apples and bananas. I like to eat, eat, eat apples and bananas. I like to drink, drink, drink milk and water. I like to drink, drink, drink milk and water. I'd like some more, 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 please and thank you. I'd like some more, 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 please and thank you. Thank you for singing along. It's time for our goodbye poem. Can you find your nose? There it is. On my face, I have a nose, and way down here, I have 10 toes. I have 2 eyes that I can blink. I have a head to help me think. I have a chin, and very near, I have 2 ears to help me hear. I have a mouth with which to speak, and when I run, I use my feet. I have 2 arms to hold up high, and here's a hand to wave. Bye-bye. Thank you guys for watching.